The Bills have found their secret weapon. With this key player on the defensive side of the ball, it opens up a ton of new things for Sean McDermott. So let's talk about it all right here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bills Digest. I'm your host, Anthony Senicar, and we are almost near that great time of the season, the playoffs. But there's only one issue. 73% of you guys who are watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. Subscribe, join the army below here at Bills Digest to stay in touch with all your latest Bills news, because we got you guys covered from now until the end of the playoffs. So stay in touch and stay in form. Now, like I said, guys, the Bills have found their secret weapon on the defensive side of the ball after a very shaky start to the start of the season, and what looked like, after getting a massive payday in the offseason, looked like it was a contract that blew up in the Bills' face. Well, the tides have definitely shifted. Christian Benford is playing at an all-pro level, and this is unlocking the Bills' defense to try new things and take out a whole side of the field. Christian Benford had a slow start to the season, but since week 6, he's back to being elite. Against his coverage since week 6, 9 catches on 17 targets for 121 with interceptions and no touchdowns allowed. Among the 62 cornerbacks with at least 175 coverage snaps since week 6, Benford ranks 4th in passer rating against, 2nd fewest in coverage snaps per target, and 3rd fewest in coverage snaps per reception. Christian Benford is back to his former self of years past. He signed that massive contract this past offseason. What is looking like a bargain deal as of right now. He is playing at an elite level, and he has unlocked this Bills defense completely and shifted what the Bills can do on the defensive side of the ball. Early in the season, he struggled mightily, but the Bills were still trying to figure out an identity on the defensive side of the ball. The safety tandem of Taylor Rapp and Cole Bishop were struggling majorly. Since Taylor Rapp is now out and Jordan Poyer and Jordan Hancock has filled in for the Rapp role, Cole Bishop has improved mightily. That of Christian Benford has improved drastically, and the Bills are able to do a 60-40, 50-50 split of Maxwell Hairston and Trey White, and it is not looking as bad as those coverages looked early this season, and Benford is looking very, very good. You can even see in the PFF grades throughout the season the dip in form, then the subtle growth since the Tampa Bay game. Looked really good these past few weeks. These last 2 weeks might have been the best run of a cornerback in a while. Last week with a fumble recovery touchdown and an interception against that of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this week, obviously, a massive interception against Joey Burrow that completely flipped the game. How much did this pick flip the game? Well, Christian Benford's pick 6 increased the Buffalo Bills' win probability by 60.8 percentage points, from 16.2 to 77% win probability. The man single-handedly took the Bills and brought them into victory, or pretty close to victory, and he was doing it against an elite receiver. The stats since the bye have improved so much. 203 coverage snaps, 18 targets, 9 catches, 121 yards, 2 pass deflections, and 2 interceptions. And it seems as though the Bills were trying to get Benford back to his former self. And the reason that this is really unlocking the Bills and why this is such a secret weapon for the Bills is these past 2 weeks, Christian Benford has been shadowing and taking out the opposing team's best receiver. This week against Jamar Chase, 2 targets, 0 catches allowed, 0 yards allowed. Last week against DK Metcalf, 3 catches on 5 targets for 32 yards. This is allowing the Bills to take out the opposing team's best receiver and say, hey, you're locked down on Benford Island. Come and beat us somewhere else. When you're playing a team like the Bengals, you're going to obviously have to deal with a handful in that of T. Higgins, who had himself a very good day. But not every team you're going up against in the playoffs has a 2-receiver tandem like that. Just looking at the playoff picture alone, you got Courtland Sutton, and then you kind of got a few other guys. Hey, if one of those other guys can step up and beat them, fair. These New England Patriots, you got Stephon Diggs, you kind of got Pop Douglas and Booty, but again, if they beat us, what are you going to do? The list continues to go on. The only other team that is kind of on the level of that of the Cincinnati Bengals is that of the LA Chargers with a Quentin Johnston, a Keenan Allen, and a Ladd McConkey, but there's good chances that the Bills don't even play them. And this past week was a phenomenal game from Benford, not just against Jamar Chase, but against all of the receivers that he was matched up against. The man allowed 1 catch for 4 yards, which is phenomenal. He has been locked down these past 2 weeks. He has been playing at an all-pro level, and these stats speak for themselves. Christian Benford over the past 2 weeks, 90.9 PFF grade, 1 catch, 2 yards allowed, 2 interceptions, 1 pick six, 1 fumble return touchdown, and a crucial sack that took the Bengals out of field goal range to allow for them to get points before the half. Christian Benford is crucial to this team and to this defense going forward. If he is able to eliminate or slow down the other team's number 1 receiver and he continues to play at this all-pro state, it will definitely open up the rest of the defense for the Bills. Hairston will be able to go up against speed receivers if that is what the other team has, or if it's more of a savvy veteran, then you can get Treyway out there and someone who understands what receivers tend to look for. You can kind of use these guys as chess pieces now between Hairston and Trey White, now that you know that Benford can kind of shadow that number 1 receiver and slow him down or completely take him out of the game. The Bills secondary looks completely and drastically different than it did early in the season. It looks like a very good pass defense now, and that is due in part to Benford playing out at an all-pro level, Cole Bishop playing at a Pro Bowl level, and allowing them to use different guys in different scenarios for different chess piece assignments. But let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on the emergence of Christian Benford these last few weeks? Do you guys think he should get an all-pro nod? Do you think that he is going to be a crucial weapon for the Bills going forward on this late season run and going into the playoffs? And do you guys think that by having this chess piece, the Bills are going to be able to do a lot more exotic stuff on the defensive side of the ball? Love to hear from you guys as always, so let me know down below in the comments. On top of that, if you are not subscribed, subscribe down below. We got you guys covered here all season for all your latest Bills news. The playoffs are right around the corner, and we got you guys covered for everything going forward. So subscribe, stay in touch, stay informed, and go Bills.